So, we just got some news last night of a potential leak of a cartoon that I think should have happened a while ago. I feel like this should have been a thing for a while, for a long, since the even before the inception of this universe. I feel like that should have been a thing from the get-go. And that is Robert Kirkman is apparently working on an Energon universe cartoon. It's probably going to be for Amazon, but again, we don't know. And sources say we'll get the official announcement will be in Comic-Con, which I would believe. And this is a pretty believable source. I mean, Energon Universe has been a massive success. Like, it's been selling full out. I have really loved it. I have really enjoyed like the paces they've been going for with mixing Transformers and G.I. Joe, and now it looks like Mask is joining in. Hopefully we get the Inhumanoids and there was something else I really wanted to see in here. Oh, Action Man. Characters like that in this new Hasbro universe that has surpassed all expectations. So, yeah. The idea of a cartoon doesn't surprise me. The announcement of a cartoon in no way, shape, or form shocks me in any way, shape, or form. I think it's something that was going to happen, but I wasn't expecting it to be this soon if this is true. Again, that's the other thing you have to really take into account, is that if this is true, then holy shit. If this is true, then, wow, holy crap. I would put some stock into this, because Robert Kirkman, obviously with Invincible, and also he's very well connected with TV, with various TV programs and producers. It makes a lot of sense. Would it be on Amazon? I would stake money on that. It'd probably be Amazon first and foremost, of the deal with Invincible and all that. So yeah. So the idea of an Energon universe cartoon is really enticing. The universe really, this is something that Hasbro could have done for decades. They could have done this in, if they really, I know, they wanted to keep Transformers and G.I. Joe separate, but it's very clear that, since it doesn't look like the G.I. Joe versus Transformers movie is never going to happen, this is the next best thing. So to have two franchises that you should have just put together because you own them, and you could have built a really interesting story around it, even before Kirkman and everyone at Skybound went ham on this. I feel like this has kind of been an opportunity that, since we're never going to get it in movies, it makes a lot of sense in animation. Now, there is one caveat I do want to point out. The caveat being, this is a very big, for the amount of I've been reading it in trades in canonical order of it coming out. So it's a very big universe, and it does start out pretty slow. So the universe itself, you have Void Rivals, which deals with all the stuff going on in space, and also a new alien race out there in the cosmos that has a connection to what appears to be a new Prime or even Unicron. And you have that going on. You have the stuff on Earth with the Transformers book, and then G.I. Joe, who was building all of their stuff in several miniseries, and just now started their new ongoing series in this universe. And then now you have Mask showing up, slowly making an appearance, and God knows who else. Now, so there's a lot of would it be? I think the best way to do this is, especially for building up to this new show, would be. And there's another way to do this show, and I think this might happen more, is that we basically follow a bunch of short movies, like a short film based off of Duke and another off of Cobra Commander. We get Transformers separately as maybe one big movie to cover, or a trilogy of movies to cover those story arc, the entire Daniel Warren Johnson series. And then we get a G.I. Joe ongoing series, or call it Energon Universe. That could happen. And that's my thing, is that this was handled in phases. Now, the other way they could do this is just focus on Void Rivals. Void Rivals has so far been a self-contained story. I know I haven't read Volume 3 yet, but I do know in Volume 3, that's when stuff from G.I. Joe and Transformers on Earth starts mixing in with that. It starts becoming a more cohesive story up there. And since that is Robert Kirkman's main comic he's writing, I wouldn't be shocked if like they do Void Rivals first and then start like in the show start spinning out Transformers and GI Joe, or maybe just call it Transformers versus GI Joe. But yeah, again, there's nothing really been officially confirmed. It's just been through quote unquote leaks, so you got to take this all with a grain of salt. But we will have to see if this is real or not come Comic-Con. Like they said, like in this quote unquote leak, that the official announcement will be at Comic-Con. So if it like, we'll see if it's bullshit or not at Comic-Con. That's the so we will see if this is like a real thing or not. I'm just shocked of how fast we're moving. I know like the Energon universe has kind of been building for a bit, but it is surprising to see how fast they're willing to get an animated series out there, especially since, Hasbro's no longer producing like movies with their title, because they've seen, and it sucks too, because Transformers 1 really hit it, and also, but then again, Paramount is just really ass at promoting shit. Anyway, so I'm interested. I'm hoping this is real, but we'll see what happens come Comic-Con. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the potential of an Energon universe cartoon? You guys want it? Do you guys want it to be like in animated films and short films and TV shows, or do you want to be Void Rivals and then do later spin-offs? Just comment below, let me know. Anyway, other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in Multiverse.